We never lost 6 months of shooting. 6 months, not weeks, months. Longest shoot of any film ever. Finally, who bought our film? तो उसने इसको बोला रिचर्ड को कि Dicky, who wants to see a film about a little brown man in India? You see, this is the great thing about Gandhi is the crowds. हम तो 10 लाख crowd इकट्ठा करते हैं political parties. तो ये तो झूम गए ना. जहाँ इन्होंने अपने स्क्रिप्ट में 50 बंदे लिखे थे, अब कहते हैं हमें 5000 चाहिए. इसे Gandhi film by itself. Gandhi can't be compared, ना. So when I first met Dalai Lama, उस 3 बंदों के बाद वापस आए घूमकर, मेरा हाथ पकड़ा दोनों हाथ में, कहते you have done humanity a great service. You met Gandhi. We never lost a day of shooting. We never lost 6 months of shooting. 6 months. Not weeks, months. Longest shoot of any film ever. Record check करके देख लो. 5 locations in India. We never lost 1 day of shooting. You see, they asked me about the weather. जब ये shooting दिल्ली में होनी थी ना, winter में, तो मैंने अपने colleague को बोला कि he asked me, Suresh, what about the weather at that time? I said, look, it does rain. I said, there is some winter rain. At that time, the weather prediction was not so good, There was no satellite, होते नहीं थे उस time पर. There were no supercomputers. मैंने कहा कि उसमें, but it's unpredictable. So, and they are very impressed with them. Look at how they are trained. So they are trained that if it rains, an outdoor shoot, have an indoor one ready immediately, simultaneously. वही हुआ हमारा. हम आउटडोर शूट कर रहे थे, बारिश आ गई, बट से हम हैदराबाद हाउस चले गए. We never. So that's a remarkable record, you see. And the film was under budget by 53,000 rupees. I made the final budget. Ab you to kya hai?
Did they take your clothes?
These are my clothes now.
You always had a puritanical streak, Mohan.
If I want to be one with them, I have to live like them.
Yes, I think you do, but thank God we all don't. My puritanism runs in a different way. Far too modest for such a display.
No, you see, Gandhi को तो क्या था ना, this Hollywood boss, I think 20th century was the big, finally who bought our film. तो उसने इसको बोला रिचर्ड को कि Dicky, who wants to see a film about a little brown man in India? You see? So that was the buzz in Hollywood. Nobody was touching Gandhi. See? Well, the industry had a very mixed feeling. Both the new way, they were very, very antagonistic. Okay. Now the art cinema walas, I had a hand-to-hand fight with Satyu in a meeting in Bombay. There was a thing we had made called the Forum for Better Cinema. When FFC was made, NLDs was made. So मुझे he accused me of corruption. मैं उसके ऊपर चढ़ गया, सत्य के. So they were trying to stop the film. ये कह रहे थे हमें क्यों नहीं देते फिल्म बनाने के लिए पैसा? हाँ? and the mainstream cinema guys were saying the same thing. It was all about the money. Why is a foreigner making a film? Lo bolo. And part of the Gandhians were against it, that you can't show Gandhiji on the screen, like you can't show Muhammad, na? Can't show Gandhi on the screen. Like Richard has very famously said, na, that they wanted to show Gandhiji as Tinkerbell, you know.
The people who are serious and who are Gandhians and who are concerned, what they are saying is that it is too soon to make a film about Gandhi, and if a film were to be made, then it should be made by an Indian, and it should be all played by Indians and in Hindi and so on. Well, now, my answer to that is there has been 33 years and no Indian has attempted to do it so far, so I can't believe that I'm jumping in and preventing other people doing it. Secondly, they say that Gandhi should not, in fact, be played by an actor in any event. He is a saint, he is a holy figure, neither of which I accept, and therefore he should not be portrayed by another human being. One person actually wrote saying that he should be portrayed by a moving light. And I'm afraid, rather rudely, I answered that I wasn't making a picture of that bloody Tinkerbell.
So, यहाँ तो बड़ी antagonism बहुत थी ना. You see, that's what I used to dread waking up every day. What bad news is going to be in the press today? Because it was my job to handle it. You see, nobody else could handle it at that time. I was the only one who could handle it. It was me. Me that troubleshoot everything. अब ओके इन्होंने खाने के बारे में लिख दिया. सीमा मुस्तफा आई थिंक wrote it, और मधु जैन wrote it. All my friends. कि ये खाना फेंक रहे हैं और ये हल्ला हो गया. अगले दिन यहाँ लोग स्टॉप कर रहे हैं, ये लोग सलाफ खाना फेंक रहे हैं. इनको इतना पैसा दे दिया मिसेस गांधी ने. So I asked my catering chief. I said, Bob, what is the problem? I said, why are we doing this? He says, look, Suresh, we have to throw away. We can't distribute what is left over. We were shooting in Zimbabwe one time, his company is a very famous caterer. They go all over the world with all the Englishmen. They were shooting for a film in Zimbabwe one time. And we used to give our leftover food to the poor people. कहते एक बार वो बीमार हो गया वो. कहते हमने वहां से जान बचा के निकले वहां से. कहते लोग हमारे पीछे ना वो spears and arrows and hockey sticks लेके निकला है मारने के लिए. कहते really escape with their life. कहते that's the reason we throw it. That tomorrow somebody gets ill, then you have to leave the country. Suppose somebody dies tomorrow. Use your imagination. What is the headline, Shubham? हमने खाना दिया, ये बचा हुआ खाना दिया गांधी फिल्म पर और एक बंदा मर गया. What's the headline?
Gandhi killed.
So how much time do we have to leave the country?
Less than 24 hours.
So the next morning I go to the office and I see Seema Mustafa sitting there in front of production manager kursi. मैं इसको देखा, मैं भाग गया. मैंने कहा, took her on the corridor. I said, look, Seema, I said, please, no, don't follow this story. I beg you. Don't follow this story, please, I'm begging you. So she was decent enough not to do it, you know. So मैंने कहा इसको मत follow. मैंने कहा I know why you're sitting there. You're trying to get some, twisted statements from my production manager. I said, please don't do it. फिर ऐसा करना पड़ा. तो ऐसे जब इन्होंने गांधी के खिलाफ बोले, मुझे रिचर्ड ने बोला बॉम्बे जाओ. वो ब्लिट्स में कहानी आई थी. वहाँ पर इनका एक जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी था, उसने हमारा बजट लीक कर दिया इनको, सत्यू साहब को। पता नहीं क्या आइटम, उसने वो आइटम इनको कहा जी इन्होंने खाने पर इतना खर्च कर। तो every single day I used to wake up praying that there is no bad story in the press. Every single day. Till the unit got out of India. See वो यहाँ पर क्या था ना कि वो dub version में था ना. But no, it was not like a super success. But it was not a failure. It was, but it had the same box office. भी दुनिया भर में तो ये होता है कि you see, I'm in Paris, ना? I'm going to a meeting somewhere. I'm in this chauffeur-driven car of one of the ministries. I'm going to. So I'm in Boulevard Saint-Germain, you know, very popular Paris का वो intellectual area है ना. तो वहाँ पर बारिश पड़ रही है. And I'm driving by in this closed car. 1.5 kilometer line लंबी. I said, what's happening here? They said, they're waiting for Gandhi film tickets. They're waiting to buy tickets. That line was 1.5 kilometers long. I go to a German friend's house. You know, one of my brother had a German tenant. He was with TV. He was representing one of the TV stations of Germany. तो वहाँ मैं उनके घर में गया when I was in Germany. So there was a little 10-year-old, 9-year-old girl, and they told her something in German. She came and hugged me. She had seen the Gandhi film. She just told me he made the Gandhi film. इतना effect था उसका. You know, Mrs. Nelson Mandela had come here, na? So then I mean, okay. So when I first met Dalai Lama, see, I was in the lineup backstage. So and this other Lama with whom I was, who introduced me. We are getting introduced to Holiness. मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस कराया उन्होंने, फिर हो गई ना, फिर होलिनेस आगे चले गए. उस 3 बंदों के बाद वापस आए घूमकर, मेरा हाथ पकड़ा दोनों हाथ में, कहते you have done humanity a great service. You met Gandhi. उसने लामा ने बोला है कि मैं कौन हूँ. वो 3 बंदे आगे पहुंच गए थे, वो वापस आए मेरे दोनों. That kind of effect, यार. It had a phenomenal effect. I mean, you can't imagine the effect it had. Nobody knew about Gandhi. They thought he was father of Indira Gandhi. Literally. Westerners को ये नहीं पता कि गल्फ कहाँ पर है यार, वहाँ लड़ाई हो रही है. Literally, when you saw CNN, Gulf War was there. Half the people they asked where is the Gulf. They didn't know. उन्होंने Texas को कर दिया कि there's the Gulf. इतने ignorant है. Now everybody in the world knows Gandhi. See?
Just a few words, and then we'll get you to civilization. May I?
Well, this is the great thing about Gandhi is the crowds. No film had ever seen crowds at that level, हमारा मिनिमम क्राउड 10,000 का होता था. जब गोरों को पता लगा कि हम तो 10 लाख क्राउड इकट्ठा करते हैं पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज, तो ये तो झूम गए ना. जहां इन्होंने अपने स्क्रिप्ट में 50 बंदे लिखे थे, अब कहते हैं हमें 5,000 चाहिए. And we got this idea from the political parties. हमारे यहाँ तुम तो बच्चे हो, but क्या होता था when the boat club used to be like Jantar Mantar, where the where the political parties you have a show of strength. When they want to show the government strength. 10 लाख लोग आते थे दिल्ली में. 10 lakh, 1 million. So I asked this guy, he was a Doordarshan director, producer for a long time, and a Congress member. मैंने कहा तुम कैसे इकट्ठे करते हो? कह रहा सुरेश जी क्या होता है कि अब ये क्या सर्दी आती है, अब ये गांव वाले ने अपनी फसल बो दी है, अब ये वेट कर रहे हैं, They have nothing to do. कहता हम गांव में बसें भेजते हैं. कहता है भैया दिल्ली की सैर, हाँ तुम्हें सुबह की चाय देंगे, तुम्हें लंच देंगे, तुम्हें दोपहर की इवनिंग की चाय और तुम्हें साथ में 25 रुपया देंगे. तो बॉस भर के आ जाते हैं, उन्होंने क्या करना है, हम बैठे हुए हैं.
What we're hoping at the moment is for around about 10,000 is our
Yes,
aim.
we are
10,000.
expecting 10,000.
And most important for tomorrow is everyone's got to bring their mothers, their fathers, their brothers. We don't want anyone in the family left at home.
उन्हें गांव में बैठ के क्या करना है? कहता है वहां और तो पादी मारेंगे ना. So that was the way, that is the, so then when we had this funeral scene, तो मुझे कहता है, so he said, darling, we need at least 25,000. I said, 25,000? I said, Richard, look, this is too extreme. तो मैंने कहा योग को, मैंने कहा भैया बता योग क्या करें. So we got in touch with Radha Swamis. We got in touch with the Valmikis. Valmikis are the Hindu Dalits, ना? तो हमने तो ये बड़े-बड़े जो है ना सोशल उनको हमने कॉन्टेक्ट करा. हमने कहा ये ऐसे कि हमें बंदे चाहिए. तो उनसे हमने 25,000 बंदे पेमेंट के ऊपर इकट्ठे करे. That we paid and we gave lunch to. लंच में क्या आलू पूरी तो फिर मिसेस गांधी के थ्रू ये हमने एडवर्टाइजिंग करना शुरू कर दिया AIR पर एंड दूरदर्शन पर. ये जब वहां पहुंच जाओ, गांधी की शूटिंग हो रही है. तो वहां मेरा ख्याल है कोई 70-80 हजार वहां से इकट्ठा वहां से आ गया.
Who we know are coming. There will be amongst those people many to whom Gandhiji is a very personal and a very precious memory. And therefore, although obviously we are there as pros and we must go out and get the best possible shots that we can and film it as superbly as we are able, because that's what our job is, we must be at all times aware
मेरे ख्याल टोटल 80,000 था. तो हमारे 25,000 जो थे ना, वो तो हमारी कंट्रोल क्राउड थी ना. तो that we put around the cortege, the gun carriage, and the other thing. तो उनको तो हमने वहां से उनके बीच में डाला कि पीछे क्राउड ना पुश करे. तो बाकी ये फिर 70-80 हजार ये थे. Then it's morphed with the Republic Day footage.
Production bards, well, most of them are wearing military uniforms of some rank or another. The important thing is that if they get in shot, they don't look out of place.
should be very sorrowful mood, oppressed, depressed. There should be tears in their eyes.
What I asked for the road to be blocked. Which what they haven't done is they've let people come in. So I want the road blocked and I want all these people...
I was checking Box's collection of Gandhi in today's rates. I can't remember the figure now, but you can check. You can check it on Doordarshan. It was a massive hit everywhere it went. You know, I mean Africa, Europe, you name it, यार. वो तो वहाँ तो बच्चा देख रहा था लाइन में खड़े होके. That time, I think that time ticket was $6 or $8, you know. तो उसको आज के ticket और में डालो ना उसको. So every continent, you know, every city, you know, television, you know. देखो ना, अब ये गांधी के बर्थडे पर हमेशा गांधी फिल्म आती है. सबने देखी है, सबसे पूछो ना, सबने देखी है गांधी फिल्म. You see, Gandhi film by itself. Gandhi can't be compared, nah. Somebody says, like 10 commandments. See, they're different stories, different scales, you know. I mean, E.T. was a phenomenal film. You know, Spielberg is, man, hats off. But then E.T. was not on that scale, nah.
Here then are the nominations for this year's Director's Award, and the nominees are Wolfgang Petersen in Das Boot, Steven Spielberg for E.T. the Extraterrestrials, Richard Attenborough for Gandhi, Sidney Pollack for Tootsie, and Sidney Lumet for The Verdict.
It's a different genre, yeah. It's a different, you know, Gandhi is a biopic. It is a sci-fi adventure, you see, so, you know, it's not the same. So how do you compare them? They're not the same genre of cinema, yeah. So that time, you know, I think if I hadn't got stuck in this, but that I think, anyway, this is just private. I'm not going to put on camera, you know. I'm just telling you because you're filmmakers, but that time, you know, you say you should have left it behind and gone.
5 outstanding performances, and the winner is...
For the best achievement in costume design, the nominees are...
Now to announce the nominees for the best achievement in art direction.
Okay, we're actually here to compliment the cinematographers.
The winners are Stuart Craig and Bob Lang for Gandhi, and for set decoration, Michael Searton.
Oh, and the winners are John Mallow and Banu Athar for Gandhi.
Ben Kingsley and Gandhi.
Good to believe. Thank you, Academy, and thank you, Sir Richard Attenborough, for focusing world attention on India.
Share this with Norman Dorm and Ram Yedeka. Our thanks to a brave team and the bravest man of all, Sir Richard Attenborough. Thank you.
Dedicated to Pandit Nehru, Lord Mountbatten of Burma, and Motilal Kotari, all men of great vision and courage. It was made by my friend, Sir Richard Attenborough, another great man of vision and courage, and for all the men and women who worked on the film. This is an Oscar for vision, for courage.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow members of the Academy, without Joe Child and Jake Eberts and the National Film Development Corporation of India, the film would not have been made.